Alright, welcome back to my channel. For me, it's been maybe a week since I played the Alan Wake Part 1. I don't normally wait this long between Part 1 and Part 2, or even just like playing the game as a whole. But editing takes a lot of time, and so this is the first chance I've had to jump back in. I'm very excited to jump back in. We'll see how much longer we have left for Part 1 or Episode 1. And yeah, I mean, not too much to say. I'm really excited to just jump back into it here. Hopefully we can get maybe episode 2 done today as well, but we'll see. And of course, this area seems more ethereal than usual. All right, so okay, I'm sorry. I want to read this.
I stepped into the gas station's garage. It was dark and quiet. The place was a mess. It looked like someone trashed the place or that there'd been some kind of fight. Light spilled into the room through an open door at the back, and I made my way toward it. Without any warning, I was blinded by a bright light. An old portable TV on the shelf had come alive by itself. Impossibly, I could see myself on the screen, talking like a madman.
All right, so we actually haven't reached the gas station yet, so this is kind of a premonition of what's to come.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake? She asked. The sheriff looked at me suspiciously. The early morning light flooded through the office windows. I would probably never have gotten out of the woods alive without her help, but I couldn't tell her the truth of what I'd faced the previous night. She'd think I was lying or crazy. She'd lock me up, and she wouldn't help me find Alice.
More future stuff. More batteries.
Science. It bestows immortality on those who advance it to elevate all of mankind. Newton, Einstein, Sagan, princes among men. But the price for such a legacy is steep indeed. In Night Springs.
Night Springs.
Tonight's episode, a quantum suicide. If our lives are already written, it would take a courageous man to change the script. Having called a press conference, Dr. Parker.
Okay, that guy was tough, bro.
Stucky's body vanished, leaving behind
Wow, that was
only
Stucky.
a lifetime of nightmares to come. Assuming I'd reached the lights at the gas station alive.
Okay. We must be at the gas station soon. It's right there, right?
I recognized the parade float I had seen in Bright Falls when I first
Yeah,
arrived
so
with
do I.
Alice. After the insanity I had just experienced in the darkness, the lights of the gas station felt comforting. At least for a moment, the sane world reasserted itself. The Deer Fest had been 2 weeks away when we arrived.
7 days.
If the day count on the banner was right, I was missing a whole week between the night we got here and now.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense, bro. It's closed. Alright, pretty sus to leave this open,
The
though.
garage was a mess. It looked like someone had trashed the place, or that there'd been some kind of fight.
I agree, because they left this gate open. Well, it's closed.
All right.
Yep.
Writing. Outside, there's only darkness. Outside the cabin, outside the story, there's only darkness. I can feel her presence in the dark. Just now, I could smell her perfume in the room. I'll reach her. I'll fix it up. I'll bring her back. The story will come true. If I stop, she's lost.
I don't believe this. It'd been me on the TV, talking crazy. Was I losing my mind?
Nordic walking. Okay.
Bright Falls Sheriff Station.
Oh, the police actually arrived. Interesting. I was not expecting this.
Oh, thank God, Sheriff.
Sheriff Sarah Breaker, you are...
I'm Alan Wake, but listen, I was in a car crash. My wife, Alice, she's missing.
Calm down, Mr. Wake.
We were staying in a cabin on the island, on Cauldron Lake.
There's no island on Cauldron Lake, not since the big eruption in the 70s.
Please, I can take you there, okay?
You look like you've taken a pretty bad knock to the head. Are you okay?
Listen.
We'll figure this out. Please get in the car. We'll swing by the lake and then we'll go to the station, okay? Mr. Wake,
There's
have
no
you
cabin.
seen Stucky, the guy who owns this place?
I realized I couldn't tell her what had happened in the forest. She wouldn't have believed me. And then she wouldn't have helped me with Alice.
True. Oh, this looks like the end of episode 1. Yeah, just all lake, right? Wow, now we get the title opening. Okay, so I was pretty close to the end. End of episode 1. Okay.
On Alan Wake. I came to Bright Falls with my wife, Alice.
Thank you for coming here with me. I thought maybe you could write here.
I don't want to hear it! God damn it, Alice! Now, she's missing. Alice? Alice? I woke up behind the wheel of a crashed car. I'm missing a week. I was attacked by shadowy men straight from a nightmare. The sheriff took me to the lake Alice and I had stayed at. But the cabin had disappeared.
I do realize I'm a little quiet this episode. And I'm just trying to figure out what's happening. New York City, 3 years ago. Okay, I was not expecting this either. Alright, so I'm going back home to my girlfriend, Alice, I presume?
Honey, I'm home.
Back here, sweetie! How was it?
Worst weather I've ever seen.
Okay,
You
we.
should put some coffee on. It'll warm you up.
Damn, bro. We rich.
Hey,
rich.
handsome. This is gonna be a long night, but these shots
In New
are turning out
York?
great.
I guess you're gonna need that coffee then. I'll go put it on.
Also, so these like episode 1, episode 2, let me know if these were released episodically, kind of like in the fashion of Telltale games, or if that's just how they structured this game and it was all released at once. Definitely feels like a TV show. Oh, manuscript page. I love these. So this is for episode 2, Taken. Oh, we got 2. Okay, let's do the first one.
It's true what they say about the fall and the sudden stop at the end. I'd lain here in the snow while the lurid chain of scenes that had led me here kept playing in my head. A rerun of my own private snuff movie. A memory of my corpse. Alone at my own wake. Thinking in metaphors again. The femme fatale was gone. Only a sour taste remained of the kiss that killed me.
That's not Alan Wake reading this, right? Alan Wake narrated the first chapters. This doesn't even sound like him.
This was a late goodbye. 13 years after I'd gotten my revenge, it had finally caught up with me. It had been a long time to bear the pain. My blood painted the snow red. A gruesome slushy dissolved all the scattered painkillers and leisurely dripped down to the sewer, mingling with the bile of the city, becoming one with it. I can see them now, my wife and my baby. Honey, I'm home.
Interesting. So this, I don't know who's narrating this. Is that his book? His infamous or famous book? The Sudden Stop. Okay, so it is from his book. Cool, cool, cool. Return to Sender. Oh, hey, he's called him. Return to Sender. What I Can't Forget. Alex Casey. The Things That I Want. And The Fall of Casey. So I guess they're all... okay, like a series. But damn, bro, I can't get over how rich Alan is.
These look really good.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my
The
dead
girl at the
body.
coffee shop has
The
that
last time
cutout.
was the last time. Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called.
Barry's my manager, right?
Alan! Alan, please check the fuse box.
I'm right here. I'm on it, honey.
Please hurry.
I'm right here, baby.
I'm fine. Just get the lights back on. Now, please.
Honey, it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Okay.
Hi.
You okay?
I'm sorry. It just really spooked
Damn,
me.
she really scared the dark,
Don't
man.
worry. We'll just break out the candles.
I know it's stupid, but it's just... especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
I love you.
Yo, Alan's about to be scared of the
Tell me a
dark now,
story,
too.
writer.
Okay. I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
I mean, that's what's happening now.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you, too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
Bright Falls. The present day.
How do you feel, Mr. Wake? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
You should have been
Very
honest.
I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me. I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
Doc Nelson was the image of a small-town doctor. Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut in my head.
Missing. On a camping trip, overdue. Have not been in contact. If you seen them or let them know. Okay. Maybe that will be prevalent in the future. Okay. We'll see if those missing posters tie in later in the story.
Come in, Mr. Wake. Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
Thank you.
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what
Yeah,
happened?
they need info, bro.
I'm not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the
The
cabin.
cabin that doesn't exist.
The cabin on Cauldron
Yeah.
Lake?
How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd lock me up. Excuse me. I need to take this.
You're looking suspicious, Mr. Allen.
Please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot called Lover's Peak. Midnight. Don't do nothing stupid, pal. We're watching you.
Was that really Alice, though? Like, the way she delivered the line was just like, help me. Help me, Alan. It just didn't seem genuine. I don't know, Alan. I don't trust this. Not one bit. Alright.
Mr. Wake, can I help you with anything?
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course, Mr. Wake. You can get there through the cell corridor. Just don't mind Walter in there. He's one of our regulars.
Danny. No, sir. It only looked like him. You wanna know who it really was? I'll tell you who it really was. It was a goddamn space alien! I know it sounds like something a drunk would say, but believe me, I wasn't drunk then.
So, I don't believe him. That was an alien. Could have been something else.
I told him,
I don't know.
well, I don't hear who he is.
The early morning light hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, go through the fence on the left.
Damn.
Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business.
He knows I'm here.
Barry?
Ow! Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been?
It is Barry.
I've been trying to reach you for a week. You and Alice. I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Oh, damn.
Barry, listen to
You're
me.
gonna meet Barry.
I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Al, what the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
Okay, we're going back. We're going back. Okay, this is cool. A lot of talk with Barry. A lot of phone calls for Barry. Ooh.
In spite of its human mask, to describe the dark presence as intelligent would have implied human qualities on something decidedly inhuman. Nonetheless, it found the one spot in the diner that was dark enough. Some light spilled into the corridor, ravaging it. But it took the pain. Horrible as it was, the writer would soon fix that. He would be coming to the one place where it still had power.
That doesn't sound good. Alright, guy's passed out.
A writer is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness, The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it. The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
Man, it's so hard to tell what's real and what's not. Even this could all be fake.
Marvelous, Sarah. I just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused on their recent and regrettable little outing.
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Yo, Alan, come on, bro.
Take it easy.
Hey, nobody move! Get your hands off of my client.
Barry.
I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent.
Oh, okay,
If you
Barry.
have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges.
Wow.
Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Yeah, Alan, get your shit
Get me
together,
outta
bro.
here.
Barry is perfect.
What the hell
way
was that
I
about,
imagined
Al?
him to be.
We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
I had to talk to someone. I told Barry everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mr.
I
Wake!
agree.
Barry, you
Oh,
found him!
it's the super nice.
Wow, I was just
Yeah,
thinking about
the
you
diner
too.
girl.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
Who's Max?
What an airhead.
Jeez,
Gee,
Mr.
what?
Takes a swing at everybody.
Yeah, come on, Alan.
This is not her fault. She's a very
Yeah.
nice girl and, more importantly, a fan.
Exactly, Barry. Alan's a bit of an asshole, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
She even has a fan site dedicated to you.
Damn, how'd you know?
And she was very helpful when I was looking for you. Seriously, Al, what you were saying in the car, just listen to yourself. What, you shot a guy and his body just disappeared? When was the last time you slept? What, are you high? Have you been drinking?
No! Look, Barry, I'm missing a week, and someone's got Alice.
Do you
and everything's
understand what it sounds like when you say stuff like
Yeah.
that? Don't get me wrong, it's a good story, could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a
I
ticket
mean,
to the
people are
funny
gonna think
farm.
I'm the one who killed the
Wait
wife.
here.
Right, so Rusty is, I guess, the...
Hey, Rusty, right? You rent cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake. I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here.
Aw.
Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Okay, sure.
Seriously, Al, you can't just go and meet a kidnapper. Those situations always end up in disaster.
Yeah, you're not wrong, but
You gotta talk to the cops.
I should.
She's my wife, and it's my call. Can we talk about this later?
No, this whole thing is... Listen, you hit your head. I mean, geez, Al, come on. You gotta understand how crazy all this sounds. If you're trying to pull a joke on me, freak me out, it's working. Ha ha, let's have a laugh on Barry. Well, you had me going there
Yeah,
real
you wish,
funny,
Barry.
Al. You can quit it now.
You wish. I wish too, to be fair. Alright. Let's hand over the forms.
I think this is the form you wanted.
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too.
Alright.
Look, Al, you're asking me to believe that you shot a dude who went poof, into thin air.
Alright, Barry, you're already too much, bro.
That's just crazy talk, Al. Al? Al? We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her! This is not a goddamn debate, Barry. I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay then. I understand. You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help, and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
Just be careful with the natives, Al. These yokels are dangerous. Everybody hates a tourist, or it'll be Deliverance all over again.
Alright. The journey to Lover's Peak. That's the plan, brother.
Barry had never gotten along with Alice, but he knew Alan loved her with an almost frightening intensity. And now something had happened to Alice. And here was Al armed with a gun and saying things people got put in padded cells for. It was as if his friend had experienced a massive psychotic episode and was now totally disconnected from reality. It scared the shit out of Barry.
Yeah, honestly, in real life, that would be terrifying. Alright. Use.
Barry had the keys to the car he rented. Wasn't a long walk to the visitor center, and it wouldn't be any use to me in the forest.
Okay.
I knew I should have gone to the cops. This wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice.
Well, we'll see about that.
Sound a lot more organized than I ever seem to manage.
Bitch, I see you. Did you see that?
Rose knew that Rusty was in love with her, and she liked him too. She liked him a lot. He taught her to dance, and life had certainly taught her the value of a man who was gentle. He treated her well, made her smile, made her feel good. But Rusty wasn't the prince of her dreams, and that tended to underline the unbearable truth. She was no closer to that Hollywood magic than he was.
Damn. Truth hurts, man. Another manuscript.
The air in the visitor center was heavy with an awful smell, as if some rotten drowned thing had crawled up from its grave. Rusty kept coughing blood. My eyes were drawn to the twisted shape of his broken leg. The attack had been vicious. Max whined in his cage. Rusty's eyes were wild with fear and terror. He gasped. Mr. Wake, it happened just the way it was on that page.
So, are they finding these manuscripts as well?
The vision left me weak. This was no head injury.
Rusty, hang on! I'm coming!
Please, help me!
Yo.
Help me! Help me! Can you hear me? Anyone! Please help!
Wait, is this
Hello?
the cabin?
Back here! I'm back here!
This can't be real, bro.
Mr. Wake? Oh, hell. It happened just the way it was on that page. I found. Came true. It knew.
so dark. It'll come back for me. You must... The lights. In the office. I have the key.
Okay, Rusty. Hang on. I'll be right back.
Nah,
Whatever did this couldn't be far. Rusty had found a page from the manuscript. It would help me understand what had happened. The only way to make sure that Rusty was safe was to get the power running and the lights back on. Center was sturdy, but the impact turned the front of the building into splinters. Rusty was thrown across the lobby like a rag doll and hit the far wall hard. It didn't hurt until he tried to move and saw his leg bend the wrong way, felt the broken ribs stabbing him on the inside. Rusty howled in pain and fear, suddenly afraid to die.
Damn. So that must be the page he found.
At the last instant, I changed direction and threw myself down. The axe splintered the trunk of a tree. I stumbled into the pool of bright light. My lungs burned. I was too exhausted to move. I tensed as I waited for the killing blow.
Because
but it
we're in
never
the light.
I raised my head. Nothing moved in the darkness beyond. For the moment, bathed in the cold light, I was safe.
Yep.
I was too late. Someone had destroyed the circuit breaker. There was no way to get the lights back on.
Rusty! Rusty!
Damn, bro.
The ground was covered with oily patches that looked like liquid darkness.
Just need hunting licenses.
Something had torn a mammoth-sized hole in the wall.
Please don't feed the animals.
Fishing! For those prisoners who purchase a park
Fishing
license. Obey!
What the hell was that? I saw from the window. I saw something.
Forget about it, Barry. It's just me going crazy.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. You're not crazy. I wish you were crazy, but you're not crazy. Ow, be careful.
Stay in the cabin. Don't open the door for anyone. I mean it. In that last instant of consciousness, Rusty thought about Rose. He was older than she was. Rose was barely out of her teens, but she made him feel young and forget what a train wreck his long-dead marriage had been. He still wore the ring. He'd been waiting for her to tell him to take it off. Now she never would. Lover's Peak was at the far end of the nature trail.
Okay, hold on. I'm going too far. I think, like, here is gonna be blocked or some goofy stuff, eh? Okay, so I can make it pretty far. Which one should I go to then? Let's double back. Alright. That seemed to be the right choice. Okay, another manuscript page. Barry
Nobody in
meets
Bright
Rose.
Falls seemed to know where Al was, but Rose, the waitress at the diner, had seen him.
Oh, okay, that was the
From what Barry
waitress.
could tell, Al pretty much fell off the face of the earth when he left the diner. Rose was just the kind of fan that Al hated, but she really tried to help. She was smart, too. Knew a lot about what was going on in the town. Knew a lot about Al. Even knew who Barry was. Barry liked her. That was no big surprise. When it came to women, Barry and Al rarely saw eye to eye.
See, Al has this, like, perception that she was an airhead, but, you know, she's smart. Alright. Oh, it's ramping up. Get in the light. Yo, this music is intense. I literally didn't read it because I was too scared. Alright, we need revolver ammo bad. Alright. Revolver ammo, thank you. Finding these
I
everywhere,
turned the
man.
corner, afraid of what the flashlight's beam might reveal. Suddenly, a roughly painted symbol of a torch glowed in the light. Behind it, hidden by a rock, sat a battered metal trunk.
I did
It was
find
here
it.
for a reason. Packed with supplies, batteries, flares, ammo. Things you need to make it through the darkness of the night. Something left behind by someone who knew what I knew, and more.
Alright, so those golden arrows and shit, we gotta follow for more supplies.
Agent Nightingale didn't want to be in Bright Falls. These little communities revolted him, and he didn't like the trees or the coffee.
Agent
He now
Nightingale.
knew that impossible horrors lurked behind the storefronts and smiles. He desperately wanted to turn the car around and just drive until he passed out or ran out of road and booze. But he had a job to do. He had a rider to catch, at any cost.
Interesting. So maybe people think I did kill my wife. There's like this Agent Nightingale who's looking for me.
Shit.
Damn, bro. Oh. Yo, someone used the flare gun. Barry? Agent Nightingale?
Come on, we gotta get moving. More of them coming.
Who is this?
That flashlight's kid stuff. The flares will keep the bastards away.
He knows. He sees what I see.
You can see them too? Hell, of course I see them. Come on, we gotta move.
Why?
Because that's the way the story goes.
Yeah, but...
Let's move!
I lost my gun back there.
Oh, I've got a gun. Just keep that light steady on him.
Okay, so let me get this straight, because that's how the story goes. So he seems self-aware that he is in a story, and in the TVs we saw Alan writing a story, and if he didn't stop, Alice would die because darkness would consume the story or the world or whatever. So does that mean I'm also in the story and the real Alan is writing about this story?
But then I recognized him. He'd been on the ferry when I first arrived here with Alice. He knew my name. We were headed in the direction of Lover's Peak. There was no way this was a coincidence. He was the kidnapper.
Come on, Wake! You better keep up. What I got for you! Ah!
Do I not have a gun?
Stairs, Wake. That's what I got for you. See? Nothing.
Fuck you, buddy.
Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
I knew you were gonna say that. I read it all before. You're a hell of a writer. Congratulations. You're gonna bring about something glorious and terrible once we get you some proper
editorial control.
What the hell are you talking about? Where's Alice?
I want the entire manuscript, or she's gonna suffer bad.
You touch her mouth.
Damn. What a bitch, bro.
You're gonna give me the manuscript or you'll be sorry.
Hell
No! Come back here! I swear I'll kill you if you hurt Alice! Do you hear me? Come back here!
He had Alice. And on more than one occasion, Alice had tried to explain to me how it felt to be afraid of the dark. To her, darkness wasn't simply the absence of light, but something more tangible than that. It was something you could touch and feel. Worse than that, it was something with a mind of its own, something malicious and malign. For her, things changed when they were wrapped in darkness. They turned into something else, something foreign, and nothing was safe or innocent anymore. I'd never really understood what she meant, until now.
Damn.
He wanted the manuscript because he thought it held some magical power, but I had no manuscript to give him. I had to get back to Barry and figure out my next move. The night had been one desperate situation after another. I was exhausted, and my body felt as though it had been chewed up and spat out. The flashlight was heavy in my hand, and each pull of the trigger sent a painful shock up my arm. But I was finally out of the woods, and things were looking up. That's when I heard the chainsaw.
Is a hazardous occupation.
Okay, there's the chainsaw.
Barry?
Ow! The porch is covered with birds. They've got all Hitchcock on me.
Stay out of sight. I'm on my way. Don't open the door.
What am I, crazy?
Stay hidden. I'll be there soon. Just make sure you keep the lights on.
Time to get on the road here. See ya. Go, broski. Come on, Barry, pick up.
You son
oh,
of a
damn.
bitch.
He's
Where's
calling
my
me.
wife? Enough horseplay, Wake. You deliver the manuscript, and you can have your woman back. Simple as that.
I don't
believe him.
Listen. I'm gonna need time to finish it. I still need to write the ending. I need a week.
Not done?
I need a week.
2 days. The old Bright Falls coal mine is nearby. You can find it easy, city boy. The main building, there at noon. You bring the manuscript, you'll get your wife. If not, well, get me?
Yes, I get you.
I don't get ya. I still don't know what's happening. Alright.
Barry had talked about birds over the phone.
Well, I'm glad I'm not the only one who's crazy. Barry has more reason to believe me now.
Ow! I am so glad you're here. A couple of them got in here before I blocked the chimney. This isn't normal. These birds are weird.
How do I get in there, Barry? Oh, is that a manuscript? No, batteries. Oh, I'm just battling the birds? Oh my god, I didn't realize I was using my flare guns. I'm so sorry.
You can open the door now. They're gone.
Alright. We did it. Okay,
Hey,
and Barry's
Al,
still normal.
I'm sorry for thinking you were having a psychotic episode, man.
Totally understandable.
I sent Barry to the
I
town to
would've
ask around about a man fitting the
doubted
kidnapper's
myself
description.
too.
He'd go through the archives of the local paper. Perhaps he could learn something. Anything about the island and the cabin that had disappeared. The man wanted a manuscript. I had to try to write him one to get Alice back. For me, the supernatural had always been nothing but a metaphor for the human psyche, a tool to use in writing fiction. Now, it was happening for real, and I couldn't put a single word on paper.
Barry Wheeler speaking.
This is Rose.
Rose?
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Oh, you sweet, brilliant girl.
Could you and Mr. Wake come get them? I live in the trailer park outside the town.
We'll be there in less than an hour.
Why does
See you
Rose
soon.
sound so different?
Have a great day. Hope you come back soon. Welcome to the old
dear diner.
Good girl.
Yeah, that's why. Oh, poor Rose. Alright, this looks like the end of episode 2. Episode 2 was pretty tough, I'm not gonna lie. Combat-wise, really challenged me.